Hey, 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 hey. Dooby doo 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 doo. We are going live, 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 live. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hi, hi. Good morning. I'm hoping you can hear me, you can see me. We go live every Sunday morning at 11 a.m. and as I always say, there are a few little lovely technical things to do to make sure that the streams are running, because if they're not, I kind of have to hold things a little just whilst we are running. We put this Sunday service out across, we share it across a number of different pages and a couple of different platforms, and basically I have a couple of little things on my screen here that tell me when we are streaming live, and I just have to make sure these are working before we can start. You can say hello to my little friend in the corner there. Everybody else has promoted this guy this week. You know, Bernie, good old Bernie is going to sit there and sing along with us this morning, or maybe he won't. Maybe he'll just sit there and watch in his recycled mittens. I'm just going to chat this through and tune up whilst we make sure that everything is working correctly. I watched Matt Hill's live stream last night. I don't know if any of you did. I kind of did it on a watch again because I run a radio show on Saturday at 8 o'clock, and so I got to watch Matt's live stream afterwards on the watch again thing, which you can do with all these live streams. You can watch them again later, so if you miss them at first, you can watch them later on. And you know what, the consummate ease with which Matt Hill does this and puts a live stream out is incredible. I really have so much to learn still, haven't I, you know, from watching other people. But I'll give a quick mention now before we start to a streaming event that we're doing later on today, and it's going to be a benefit live stream. There's about 5 performers, I think 5 or 6 performers, all running live from 4 p.m. and a couple of people, you've seen me, but a couple of people I really do recommend for you to see this afternoon. Jess Silk and Attila the Stockbroker. So we're part of a Katie Fitzgerald lineup this afternoon, which is going to be great. You know, we're really looking forward to that. But for this morning, this is Sunday service. Hello and welcome. Everything's working, which is great. That's fabulous. And my name's Darren Poyser, and every Sunday morning I come online and sing some songs. It's the one time in the week, I think, when nobody else is streaming. So we thought we would do this on a Sunday morning, and it's been a great idea. We've had lots of love coming our way for doing this, which is absolutely fabulous. So hi, let's get on with it, eh? A couple of requests to play this morning as well. I always like to do a little warm-up song, something that I think I'll be able to remember without any problem. Getting the brain in gear. That's what it's all about on a Sunday morning. Here we go. Keep your heart sunny. The arrogance of the man is making you sick. You're trying to get through, but the skin is too thick. And human resources is a two-party trick. Follow the money, my friend. Community lifelines in need of repair. Voices for austerity say there's nothing to spare. And you see the desperation in the people who care. Follow the money, my friend. Standing on the edge with your arms open wide, saying I've tried and I've tried, I've tried and I've tried. Remember, there are millions of us on the same side. Keep your heart sunny, my friend. As science and technology leaves us on the brink, progress is delivered with a nod and a wink. Who benefits from developments? Well, who do you think? Follow the money, my friend. When the law is a hammer and you are the nail, from the school of hard knocks to the privatised jail, for some of us the system has been programmed to fail. Follow the money, my friend. Down on your knees and the race is run. You've been keeping the peace in a world full of guns. Get up, make a stand, there's still work to be done. Keep your heart sunny, my friend. Good morning, everybody. Lovely to see you. Thanks for being with us. I've tried and I've cried, tried and I've cried. Remember, there are billions of us on the same side. Keep your heart sunny, my friend. Nursing your bruises in the setting sun. There's children without prejudice, playing, having fun. Remember, they are there thanks to battles you've won. You've won, you've won, you've won, you've won. Keep your heart sunny, my friend. Keep your heart sunny, my friend. Keep your heart sunny, our dear friend. Keep your heart sunny. I've just realised I've not put one of my lights on this morning, but it looks alright, does it? I think we look alright, don't we? I think the t-shirt is on form this morning. We've gone for the informal t-shirt look this morning rather than the more formal shirt. For those of you that missed it a couple of weeks ago, I apologize if you've heard this one, but 2 weeks ago, I can't see all the comments coming in. See, I can get a little grey shaded box, and I need to work on that. So thanks for commenting. It's lovely to see you. We do. Trish looks at them downstairs, and if anyone's got any sound or technical issues, she feeds them back up to me. And a couple of weeks ago, I saw a little thing greyed out on the comments thing, and it said too loud. So I turned it down, and Trish had to come upstairs and tell me that somebody was complaining because my shirt was too loud. I thought that was great. Good morning. Happy coffee to you. This is my second coffee of the morning. And wow, this is number 11 now, and I still have this culture shock with playing on a Sunday morning. I can feel my kind of voice sort of going, what are you trying to do, sing on a Sunday morning? It's probably one of the reasons why I never went to church. The whole idea of singing on a Sunday morning was just too much for me. So you don't need to sing along. Maybe from about 1:30 we'll play some sing-alongy stuff and you can join in. We've had a couple of requests this morning. We'll be playing A Baby Changes Everything for Andrew. He's asked that. And also from the back catalogue way years ago, a song called Looking for the Positive that Catherine and Alan have asked for. And I'm struggling to remember it, so we're going to give that a go later on, see if I can get through it. But Looking for the Positive was one of the very first batch of songs that I came and played when I came out to perform live. We're going back to the 1980s, 1990s when Looking for the Positive was written. And back then it was before its time. It was called a cross between house music, garage music and rap music, but played on an acoustic guitar. So we're going to try and recreate Have a Nice Day, Looking for the Positive a little later, which will be very interesting to see if I can remember it all the way through. The community choir, the community choir about to arrive. A timely reminder, it's good to be alive. Singing for fun, having a laugh. Some of them are talented and some of them are daft. And as long as their head's right and the spirit is strong, they look after each other, sing all day long, and they'll sing you another if you pour them a drink. Old age is a B word and they are not giving in. Our mother's a star with stories to tell, 4 kids and 2 husbands, heaven and hell. She's a heart of pure gold, and for this we are glad, but her driven independence is driving us mad. And as long as her head's right and the spirit is strong, she sticks up for the sisters and tells the brothers we are wrong. She's a strange way of letting us know with a grin that old age is a B word and she's not giving in. Far, far away, yet always at home, with friends and good music, you're never alone. So with the crook in my back and the pains in my chest, I'm gonna sing with the choir, it's what I do best. And as long as my head's right and the spirit is strong, I'll sing you a ballad and a political song, and I'll sing you another if you pour me a drink. Old age is a B word and I am not giving in. And as long as our head's right and the spirit is strong, we look after each other, we sing all night long, and we'll sing you another if you pour us a drink. Old age is a B word and we are not giving in. A little song for all of you who are out there in lockdown land. It's a strange old time. A good friend of mine, George Borowski, always reminds me every now and again to remember And it's a great point he makes that lots of people are coping with this in different ways and struggling in different ways. And it's very important for us all not to fall out. And I have to remind myself of that every now and again, because I'm a right bloody narky little sod sometimes. So I don't like people who kick down, you know what I mean? Punch down. That gets to me. Anyway, enough. We're positives this morning, aren't we? Good morning to you all. George, by the way, I'll mention George, whilst I'm mentioning George, I think it's number 4 in his YouTube series, comes along a little later. And George has put a little series of stories together about his time in music, about his songs and people he's met. And he's telling these little stories on YouTube every week, every Sunday afternoon. And it's great. It's become part of my regular Sunday afternoon watching, is to see if George has put something on YouTube. I promised you looking for the positive, didn't I? And I'm going to play it now, because if I don't, I'm going to forget it. So the story goes, right, this is a song that was in amongst my first batch of songs that I ever wrote. It wasn't the first song, but it was certainly one of the very first songs. And it goes back to the mid to late 1980s. Some of you weren't born then, you know. I get that. That's fine. That's cool. It shows I've been around 100 years now. There you go. And I used to play this really, really fast. Now, considering that I kind of you know, I'm going to struggle to remember the words here. This will be an adventure for you, you know, to see. You'll be able to notice the little moments when I struggle here, because you can rehearse songs that you've not played for ages, but when it comes to playing them live, it's a different thing entirely. There's more pressure. So let's see how we do, right? All the little stumbles in this were all deliberate. It's all sort of pre-rap, you know, sort of hip-hop kind of thing when I wrote this. So it's a little bit of a pastiche of the rap, hip-hop, R&B thing that was around at the time. Thanks to Alan and Kathy for asking for this. Here we go. I'm a time traveller, going back to where I started from, a real party reveller, heading for a shootout in the sun, gonna do it in style, with a know-it-all smile. Whoa. Look into the future, gonna turn this trip into a reason why leave those computers, yeah. Wondering who am I, what does it all mean? I gotta decode this scene. Whoa, looking for the positive, sick of all these negative vibes, meeting people who hate people because people are the people who control the everyday life. So they sing, have a nice day, 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 have a very nice day. Hey, 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 woohoo! I'm a space forger. I met these poets on a parallel path. We sat around a table, yeah, crossed our minds and had a damn good laugh to the political beats, dancing with 2 left feet. Whoa, we were looking for the positive, sick of all these negative vibes, meeting people who hate people because people are the people who control the everyday life. Still the sing, have a nice day, 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 have a bloody nice day. Hey, 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 woohoo! Ain't gonna live no more lies, I've got time on my side. Whoa, yeah, and that's why I keep on looking for the positive, sick of all these negative vibes, meeting people who hate people because people are the people who control their everyday life. So they sing, have a nice day, 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 have a chuffing nice day, have a very nice day, have a lovely nice day. Hey, 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 woohoo! Now I realise, you know, one of the very first cover versions that I learnt to play was Happy Hour by the House Martins. And here I am, some 30 years after writing this song, realising it's just happened now that I've just realised what this bit is. Because you do get a bit derivative, don't you? It's happy hour again. I think I might be happy if I wasn't out with them and not happy. It's a lovely place to be. Happy that the fire's real and the barman is a she. And yeah, I probably nicked that bit from Happy Hour, didn't I? I enjoyed that. That's. Thank you for requesting it, Alan and Kathy. Looking for the positive. The story goes that I recorded that first batch of songs I recorded when that was recorded. This is tell you how old that song is. We recorded it onto a cassette, and the name of the cassette was Dancing with Two Left Feet. And in order to do the covers, I had to photocopy. I did a little handwritten design called Looking for the Positive. I had to handwrite it because we didn't have the computers to design in those days, and print it out. And then, or if I did have a computer, it would have been the very first batch when it would have been. Was it Aldous PageMaker 4? I think was the program, and I had to take it down to the shop and photocopy these little cassette inlay cards, and then fold them over and stick them into the cassette. And a lovely guy, sadly no longer with us, called Mark Tolley. Mark Tollerton produced that first batch of songs for me, and Looking for the Positive was on there. There's a DVD called Global, and a live version of that. A 2003 live version, Have a Nice Day, Looking for the Positive, and I think I sing it twice as fast as the version you've just heard then. Oh, lovely reminiscence, eh? Because we all got to start out somewhere, you know, and I still recall when I started out. One of the things I've got coming to you for you very shortly is a free beginner's acoustic guitar course that I've been writing and creating. And we're going to be putting that out online soon. It's just to get people started, because when I started playing, I think I had my first acoustic guitar, and it took me about 8 years before I learned to sort of play the guitar properly. And it's because I'd no one. Well, I had a couple of people to help me, but not until I brought those people in did I start to learn, and not until I had places to play and people to encourage me to play did I learn properly, and I had to get some good habits. So all those things I learned at the outset, I'm putting them into a little free online course, which will be available soon. Now then, I mentioned earlier on about this whole punching down business that infuriates me. And I always try to tackle it in a very positive way. I'm a great believer in peaceful protest. And I'm going to play this, if I may, with her mother's permission, for a young girl called Poppy. A little story about Poppy, who got bullied at school because she wasn't happy with some racism and some pretty nasty stuff that was going on in school. So she made a little stand in school and spoke out. And for all the children who speak out, for all the young people who speak out, for everyone who believes in peaceful protest, this is called Dare to Be. Good morning, welcome to Sunday service. After the madness, promised human rights for all. We were humbled by nurses who brought the comfort after the fall. We heard stories of soldiers who lined the fascists up against the wall. We all had goals in life, so we learned how to pass the ball. Dare to be the revolution without the blood. Dare to be a voice of reason and a force for good. But if they tell you Jack is better than Jill, be the the child in class who will not sit still. Speak your mind, break the line, dare to be. The greatest heroes show us their weakness when we think they are strong. The greatest lovers put things right when they get things wrong. The greatest singers inspire us all to sing along. Come on, Bernie! We don't need no panel of judges. Let the children sing their songs. Dare to be the revolution without the blood. Dare to be a voice of reason and a force for good. But if they're starving Peter to pay Paul, show them that the people won't take it no more. Settle the score, show them the door. Dare to be. Bye bye, Donald. And if they're pessimists, choose not to see. Be the rock and roll and the poetry. Stand your ground, make a sound, dare to be. If they tell you Jack is better than Jill, be the child in class who will not sit still. Speak your mind, break their line. Dare to be. Dare to be. Yeah, love it. Thank you. Lovely to see you all this morning. Thanks for commenting. I do sort of get to see one or two of the comments and a little bit about people who are calling in. And so lovely to see you, Stephen, Matt, David Redfern. Good morning, fella. How are you? Neil Morris, good morning. Terry. Lots of lovely people on this morning. That's great. It's Richard, good morning there over in Ireland. We get people from different countries, which is great. Good morning, Deborah from school. There's a lovely little thing. Good morning, Sue. Hi, Valerie. Good morning, Mark Dawson. I hope you're well. Hope you're recovering well. Good morning, Andy Lith. It's always lovely seeing. Good morning, Lynn Connolly. And Steve Jinsky's around. Mr. Peter Horton. Barbara, good morning. Ian, good morning to you, sir. Good morning, everybody. I'm sorry if I've missed you out in the little good mornings there. I only get to see a few of the comments, but please do call in. Jim Colson and Jill Lewis are there. Good morning to you. Lots of love to you. Lovely to see you. And you know, I only get to see a few, and so rather than kind of sit there typing and all that, you do the typing, and I'll come and say hello to you later on. Please do sign in. Let me know that you're here. There's nothing lovelier after you've sat playing to a computer screen for an hour than to actually be able to sit down and communicate with real people again. It's a strange thing still, this, you know, talking to a little computer screen. That's why I've got Bernie with me to keep me company today. I'm going to play you some piano by request. By special request. I've been asked to play a song called Baby Changes Everything. Andrew asked me to play this. So I'm going to play, and I'm still very much a novice on this little thing here. I've been trying to learn to play piano for many years, and you know, like we say, with lots of learning and everything, it's important to encourage people. So I just want to make sure you can see a little bit of the piano, so that you know it's real. I'm not miming. Whoa, yeah, there we go. All right, so I could do with being a bit closer, but I think I'm all right there, aren't we? We'll do. It's rock and roll, innit? It's punk. It's DIY. Cheers, everybody. A baby changes everything. I'll tell you the story about this. It's like a short story. Is that for many years I've wanted to play the piano, and I've never had the courage or the confidence to do so in front of other people. And I've had the piano now for many years, and I've struggled to play it, and I've never written a song on it until I think it was last year. And it just happened one morning. I got up early, and my partner Tricia, she crochets things for newborn babies and little toddlers and children's clothes. And whilst I'm stressing over the internet and trying to put the world to rights, she's putting the world to rights for the mothers of children. And so this little song arrived one morning like a newborn baby. And this little song changed everything, because it gave me the confidence to play and write on the piano. Thank you for being here. Have you ever found love in an angry voice? Beauty in tears of rage? Seen a light in a child as it fights to survive? The wisdom beyond their age? Have you ever found hope in rainfall? Made new friends with smiles? Been reborn with family after many years, separated by money and miles? Well, a homeless bee may one day be queen, a broken lion might be king. The bluebird of happiness could right all wrong, and a baby changes everything. A baby changes everything. A baby changes everything. Rule number one, there are mouths to feed, and nature can be ever so cruel. So we put our faith in community. Every day is a day in school. Some point their finger at the greedy, some take to the street with flame. The first world struggle is a third world breeze. Some pray for food, some for freedom, some for rain. You can climb from the ruins and tell your tale, fly your flag as the bow bells ring. New model armies may sing your song, and a baby changes everything. A baby changes everything. A baby changes everything. Try all you like to prove me wrong. A baby changes everything. A baby changes everything. A baby changes everything. Never give up on hope out there. Never give up on hope. Never give up on hope out there. Ooh. Never give up. Never give up on hope. Can you hear the people sing? A baby changes everything. A baby changes everything. Someone once gave me a great heckle at a gig. I played that, and as I finished the song, someone shouted out, "You should change that to a puppy changes everything." Basically, these people had just got themselves a new dog, you know, and they were struggling. There we go. I play you one more on the piano. The joy of playing piano, I you know, I've had the confidence to do this, and to know that I'm not being judged negatively for doing so is fabulous. So thank you. I'm going to play another song that comes as an early song for me. It was a song written. I'll tell you the truth. It was basically a 9/11 song, a song that was written just after 9/11. I call it my 10/11 song. It's a song called "From the Beaches of Ibiza to the Shores of Vietnam," and I used to joke that the title is a lot better than the song is, because it's a great title. The only thing is, if you try and sort of type it on a line and promote it somewhere, you can't tweet it, you know what I mean? It's like 140 characters is nothing when you've got a song called "From the Beaches of Ibiza to the Shores of Vietnam." But for years I've been playing this song on guitar, and I've never played it on piano. So one of the great joys of doing this has been putting these old songs and see if they work on the piano. Maybe they do, maybe they don't, but we'll see. Let's just go for it. The events of a bloody awful day have taken our illusions of peace on earth and blown them clean away. As we live our lives through TV eyes, the picture is one of fear. So we close our doors, we get real close to those who we hold dear. It's live, innit? But I can only speak for I and I. And I'm thankful that the anger that rages in me doesn't show tonight. Not tonight. And from out of the wreckage of another human dream come the leaders who swear that their hands are clean. No, they're not. And they say, let's grieve together, believe together that with God on our our side, we will live forever. That justice must be done, but the killing just goes on. And we can only hear eye for an eye. And I'm thankful that the lights of life is burning bright in you tonight. And here tonight, today. From the beaches of Ibiza to the shores of Vietnam, from those stoned for their religion to the stoned in Amsterdam, from the rioting disabled people at the bottom of the stairs to the movers and the shakers in the world of stocks and shares. We grieve together, believe together that with God on our side we will live forever. That justice must be done, but why must the killing just go on and on and on? From the beaches of Ibiza to the shores of Vietnam, from those stoned for their religion to the stoned in Amsterdam, from the rioting disabled people at the bottom of the stairs to the movers and the shakers in the world of stocks and shares. We grieve together, believe together that with God on our side we will live forever. Justice must be done, but why must the killing just go on and on and on and on and on? From the beaches of Ibiza to the shores of Vietnam, a song that was written for guitar but played on this occasion live streamed on the piano for the first time ever. That was a bit of a Poiser exclusive for you there. And this is what we do every week. We try and do things differently, and I try not to change around and mess the screen around too often. Thank you for being with us. It's lovely to see you. If you call in for just 2 or 3 songs, or you get here late, say late, there's no such thing as being here late. Just being here is lovely. There is a little tip jar via PayPal. It's not essential. It's there if you can, if you'd like to put something in the kitty towards the coffee and the Vimto, and towards keeping this thing going. That was lovely, thank you. I always really appreciate that, but it's not essential. All right, you don't have to. Don't feel like because you hear that you have to pay, because we give these things freely. It's goodwill. We need a lot of goodwill, don't we? That's what it's all about. It's all about giving each other our time and our skills. I've been trying to do DIY this last week or so, struggling, sanding doors, and I put the tent up in the back garden, little tent, and the idea was that by putting the tent up in the back garden, I could lie these doors down on the floor outside in the tent and sand them, get the electric sander out, and which was great. It worked, and as somebody who was learning to sand, and I say I'm not a DIY person at all, it's not one of my skills, but Trisha's done the painting, and I thought, well, okay, I'll do the sanding. So of course we put this tent up. 2 days later, the snow falls. Completely crashes my tent, so my little attempt at recreating festival season in the back garden during winter lockdown failed miserably. The tent collapsed. I managed to sort of resurrect it, and then it snowed again, and the tent collapsed again. So after we finish here today, I am going to put my boots and my coat on and have another go sort of instating the tent in the back garden in order to go and sand some doors. I was saying before about goodwill and about transfer of skills. I do this because this is what I do. When we're not in lockdown, I run community singing events, community singing sessions. I go and play gigs. I've done quite a few things for homeless communities and food banks, and I always will do so. That's a very important part of my life, is to keep trying to do things to support the community and vulnerable people with less than us. It's I'm not preaching, I'm just saying this is the way that some of us, as George says, we always do our best, don't we? So we just keep doing our best, don't punch down, and give each other our time. And this is a song about time. This is a thank you for all you for coming in here today. This is called Precious Time. Thank you for your precious time. Good morning. Good morning, Michelle. I'm still seeing one or two things pop up, so keep commenting. It's lovely to see your comments. Thank you very much. And I will answer you all in person a little later. Later today, for those of you that want it, there's another half an hour of me, which you don't need to worry about because you've seen me. But I'll be taking part in a benefit gig for the staff and crew at Katie Fitzgerald's music venue in Stourbridge. I think it's in Stourbridge, somewhere in the Midlands, if I remember rightly. But come and watch Jess Silk, she's amazing, and Attila the Stockbroker, superb. Two brilliant writers who inspire me greatly. They're both taking part this afternoon, live from 4 p.m. if you want to come and catch us. Thank you, David, for posting the PayPal link. That's very lovely of you, thank you. Good morning, Gary. A busker sings a song about the criminals in the government. A father with his daughter stands and stares. They've been dealing with abusers, but no one likes accusers, so their shopping bags are full of thoughts and prayers. And it's a long way home when you're down and broken hearted. It's a lonely old party going out of your mind. There's got to be a living, getting high on giving, so I'm thankful for the gift of your precious time. I met a girl called Pearl when I was working in the care home. I was in my 50s and she was 99. She talked about the war, we sang Vera Lynn together. The clues are all around, if not the signs. And it's a long way home when you're down and broken hearted. It's a lonely old party going out of your mind. There's got to be a living, getting high on giving, so I'm thankful for the gift of your precious time. Here we go. Special thanks to Percy Pigman, who would usually play this. Thanks to Rob Ellen up in Scotland. Royden and everyone at Weir FM. Here we go. And it's a long way home when It's a lonely old party, going out of your mind. There's got to be a living, getting high on giving. So I'm thankful for the gift, I'm bringing you the gift. I'm thankful for the gift of your precious time. Cult American indie band reference time. Here we go. Now where's this song I write? Sounds like the drive-by truckers, and my croaky spittle voice gets more Dylan-ish every day, like the bastard son of Elvis. I'm rocking the diabetes, I'm not dead yet, I still got stuff to say. And it's a long way home when you're down and broken hearted. It's a lonely old party, going out of your mind. There's got to be a living, getting high on giving. So I'm thankful for the gift, I'm bringing you the gift. I'm thankful for the gift of your precious time. Here we go. And we will never, ever, ever end that song like that again. This is what you do when you play it live, you see. It's always good to do it differently every time, isn't it? And to just play it by feel, you know. I personally struggle with putting a set list together. And the reason I struggle to put a set list together is because it's just an emotional journey for me, songwriting and playing and performing. It's why I miss each and every one of you and the chance to play live. But to hug, you know, to hug people and to look people in the eyes at the end of a gig and say thank you. I'm doing that to a computer screen, as I am. I hope it doesn't sound insincere, because I really do. I really am grateful for you being here on a Sunday morning. This is the 11th time I've done this on a Sunday morning. We'll be in it's in the 3-month mark next week. I'm wondering what to play. I'll tell you what I'll play. I'll play you a little song that I didn't write. Yeah, every now and again I get a little comment up. Matt Hill's just commented something about burning his armpit there, which I'll have to read that later on. Seeing the comments is so lovely, you know. Thank you very much. I'm going to play you a traditional Scottish folk song that I love playing, because it says so much about so many things and so many people I know who work hard and do brilliant things all their life, and you know, don't always get back what they deserve, or at least not straight away. So this is a little Ricky Ross thing that was a bit of a hit back in the 1980s. This is my own little personal version of a song called Dignity. There's a man I meet, walks up our street. He's a worker for the council, has been 20 years. He takes no lip off nobody, litter from the gutter, puts it in a bag, he never thinks to mutter. He packs his lunch in a sun-blessed bag. The children call him Bogey, he never lets on. But I know 'cause he once told me, he let me know a secret about the money in his kitty. He's gonna buy a dinghy, call her Dignity. And I'll sail her up the west coast, through villages and towns. I'll be on my holidays, they'll be doing the rounds. They'll ask me how I got her. I'll say, I saved my money. They'll say, isn't she pretty? That ship calls Dignity. And I'm telling this story in a faraway scene. I'm in a little room in South Reddish, staring at a computer screen, and I'm thinking about home and all that that means, and a place in the winter for dignity. And I'll sail her up the west coast, through villages and towns. I'll be on my holidays, they'll be turnarounds. They'll ask me how I got her. I'll say, I saved my money. They'll say, isn't she pretty? That ship called Dignity. This is the bit we call the set it up bit. Here we go. Set it up, 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 set it up. Yeah, set it up again, set it up again, set it up again. Set it up, 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 set it up. Yeah, set it up again, set it up again, set it up again. And I'm thinking about home. Oh, and I'm thinking about work. About faith and a place in the winter for dignity. And I'll sail her up the west coast, and I'll sail her up the west coast, through villages and towns. I'll be on my holidays, they'll be doing the rounds. They'll ask me how I got her. I'll say, I saved my money. They'll say, isn't she pretty? That ship called Dignity. A song that was a hit for the band Deacon Blue, written by their principal singer and songwriter Ricky Ross, I do believe. Thank you for being here this morning. Thank you to those of you that have dropped something into the PayPal. Lovely, thank you. Don't feel like you have to, alright? That's not the point. Just seeing you being here on the screen when you call in, seeing the numbers go up is great, you know, and it's my pleasure and privilege. We should do... according to my clock it's 12 o'clock, but apparently I've only been live for 58 minutes. So I know I can hear you all going, more out there. You're probably not. You're probably thinking, I need to go and put dinner on. Whether you stay with us for one more song or not, don't worry. I'm going to play you one more little one, and we'll make it a quick one. And in celebration of the fun that we have, it's a nice jolly one. And we were having a conversation about this the other week about who wrote it, and a number of people came on and suggested, I think someone said Pete Seeger had a hand in writing it. He might have done. So my apologies for not naming the songwriter on it, but let's have a little bit of fun with this. Thanks for being here. We'll go out with this. See you next week. We'll see you for the Katie Fitzgerald's benefit. I'll post the links up here in the event. We're online from 4 o'clock. Come and listen and watch to Jess Silk and Attila the Stockbroker and many more. I'm on at some point doing a little greatest hits set, you know, one song. If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning, I'd hammer in the evening, all over this land. I'd hammer out danger, I'd hammer out a warning, I'd hammer out love between my brothers and my sisters. this land. Sing something you know, sing something I know, eh? If I had a bell, ding, 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 I'd ring it in the morning, I'd ring it in the evening, all over this land. I'd ring out danger, I'd ring out a warning, I'd ring out love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Here we go. If I had a song, la 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 la, I'd sing it in the morning, I'd sing it in the evening, all over this land. I'd sing out danger, I'd sing out a warning, I'd sing out love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. Now I've got a hammer, and I got a bell, and I got a song to sing all over this land. It's a hammer of justice, it's a bell of freedom, it's a song about love between my brothers and my sisters, all over this land. All over this land, all over this land. Hey, so thanks again. Lots of love to you all. Keep looking after each other and look after yourself. It's very, very important to do so. For me, Darren, Trisha downstairs, and Toby downstairs. He's downstairs as well. Lots of love to you all from our little home here in Lockdown Land in South Reddish, Stockport. See you hopefully at the Katie Fitzgerald's benefit gig online this afternoon. If not, then I'll see you next Sunday at 11 a.m. for Sunday Service 12. We hit the 3-month mark. We hit the 3 months of Sunday Service mark next Sunday, 11 a.m. It's free to you, pleasure to do. Let us play. Okay, take care, bye bye, see you next week.